So this is how the year's going to end, is it? Shit, I said I'd do how many videos? I don't even know that many TV shows. Is now the time for the full Mr. Ben review? No, the world isn't ready for that yet. Well, there is that one programme where a few weeks ago somebody, who obviously worked on the show, tried to convince social media that this will be your new binge show, given that that notion took off as well as a helicopter with a propeller made of whipped cream and candy floss. I think even the guy spreading this notion around knew he was lying. Wow, this imagined self-involved conversation has gone on a fucking long time. Something tells me shows to watch weren't the only missing ideas. So yes, the OA wasn't exactly a show I was counting down the days for. I'd never heard of it. I knew nothing about it and thus could truly go into it with an open mind. Fuck me, I wish I didn't do that. I wish someone somewhere had said to me, alright, yes, the first episode is a stillborn smoothie and any part of the narrative that isn't about the flashback story is less engaging than an asexual atheist, but the flashback story is actually interesting. A blind woman who has been missing for years returns to her adopted parents after regaining her sight. Boom! Good premise, well done. This is easily comparable to Strange Things. Both mystery dramas, both kick off the story almost immediately with an attempt to engage the audience in the mystery, both have pseudo-magical bollocks, they both have nosebleeds, and both break the usual child actors mould by not hiring children so irritating they make you want to attempt an at-home vasectomy with a nail clipper and a screwdriver. Stranger Things had a missing child, and as the story progressed, the other kids attempt to look for him. We felt their frustration as they were stymied at every turn. The OA kicks off with, who is this woman and what happened to her? But the frustration we feel is because she won't tell us anything to help us empathise with her. In fact, for the first episode, there are times when she really doesn't feel like the main character. That duty occasionally gets picked up by this gaping orifice of a human being. I think he might win an award for the worst character in all of fiction. He isn't an antagonist. He's someone the show would actually like you to root for if you don't mind. Unfortunately, he's a cunt. Apart from those massive blemishes, the show actually has good qualities. The flashbacks make it very easy to cherry-pick the good moments, and frankly it's a shame there weren't more of them. The stories told were interesting, engaging, and had good characters. All the things the other bit didn't have. It also had Jason Isaacs' Hello to Him, so that immediately made it even better. However, despite his top-notch acting skills as the bad guy, he was still not as hateful as a certain puddle of alleged humanity. He's the worst thing to happen to this year, including Donald Trump, who by the way gets a massive middle finger shoved in his bloated tangerine-melting wax figure of a face when someone reads out the Statue of Liberty plaque verbatim. That also happened in a flashback. Fuck me, everything good was in a flashback. I think the makers of this show knew this because for some reason the title doesn't appear for 45 minutes, until the first flashback. As if to say, no, all that stuff before, we were just kidding, that isn't the show. This is the show. Look, now we've started. Fuck you, OA. I had to sit through that first 45 minutes, and the least you can do is have some faith in it. At least superimpose a picture of Jason Isaacs' face every 5 minutes to remind us that there is light at the end of this tunnel. If you're interested in this show, you could do a lot worse than this. But it's thematically so similar to Stranger Things that you might as well watch that. And if you do insist on watching the OA, do yourself a favour and play my game of what's the most imaginative compound swear word you can use to describe him. My personal favourite was dick-shitting cunt helmet. Merry Christmas.